characteristic stance in the corner, listening to Ambrose Palmer. Last words from his mentor and friend. There's Ambrose talking with Johnny. Bell for round one. Move out of the center ring. Johnny Famechon defending his world featherweight crown against the southpaw, Vicente Saldivar. Saldivar, generally, in his career, has been a walk-up fighter. A fighter to stand on top of his opponent, up against him, crowding him, punching hard. Famechon, rule of the whip, jab, jab with the left hand, goes back onto the ropes now, as Saldivar punches straight with a left-hand jolt. Famechon with rather an extravagant movement back onto the ropes. Now comes back in his characteristically correct stance, jabbing the left hand. Saldivar using the right hand, not to jab, rather to hook. Misses with the punch. A left to the body by Famechon, and Saldivar comes up with a left-hand jolt. Stabbing right-hand lead by Saldivar. Famechon punching the left-hand lead himself, but punching with the glove of the challenger. He's crowned out. A beautiful left hook now by Famechon, and Saldivar comes back with a hard left hand. Straight. Famechon made it look better than it was by rolling with the punch and going over the rope. His lead is short. Gone through the first minute. Right-hand jab by Saldivar. Saldivar starting to move. In, changes his mind. He misses with the right-hand lead. Famechon makes him miss easily. Saldivar moves away. Famechon plants the left hand of the body. Saldivar reaching with his left-hand jolt that time, but Famechon was quick. Back onto the race. Left-hand lead by Famechon in close. Saldivar let one go behind the scoring line over the kidney region. And Famechon gave him a little cup on the ear to remind him that he too can let them go. Left to the head by Famechon. Sharp move. Saldivar comes in, throwing the right hand towards the body. Right to the body. The lead by Famechon. And Saldivar pulls him off balance. Left to the head now by Saldivar. Doing that left hand. He's trying to get the southpaw weapon. That's left hand jolt working. Famechon coming in. Left hand jab now by Famechon. Saldivar throws the left towards the body. Right hand jab now by Saldivar. Famechon blocked it with the right hand glove. Oh, and Famechon actually hit the shoulder that time. He hit the shoulder. Into a clinch. Saldivar showed a sign of impatience then. Saldivar in this first round is definitely showing rushing. His timing is very much astray. Right hand lead by Saldivar. Misses with the left. Goes underneath the right hand. Famechon jabbing a left hand but short. Famechon pacing himself easily at the moment. Having a good look at Saldivar. Taking no chances. The lead is by Saldivar. Right hand from the southpaw. A left hand jab now by Famechon. Quite a good punch. Only a few seconds to the bell. Right hand jab once again by Saldivar. Famechon moving up, leading the left hand, brushed aside by Saldivar. Saldivar goes in close, goes the left to the body and tries to steer Famechon away. But Famechon's right glove in perfect condition against the left hook as the bell goes for the first.
Well, as I said, I give that round even. Both fighters scoring 5 points each. This is a live telecast from Rome. Famechon is using the obvious tactics. He's moving away to the left of Vicente Saldivar all the time, trying to keep away from the big left hand that Saldivar is supposed to have. Watch Famechon circling to the left to keep out of trouble.
Famechon, right hand, up in front of his chin. Tight stance. Famechon goes back as Saldivar jabs with the right hand. Famechon off the ropes now. Saldivar in close. Famechon claimed him and then pulled him with the right hand. We'll get a reprimand from referee Harry Gibbs, but it was a quick move by Famechon. There was no call to break. He simply grabbed him, pulled him in a claim, and then dipped him with the right hand. Left hook now by Famechon. Saldivar counters with a sharp right to the body. Right hand lead by Saldivar. Famechon moves up. Left hook by Famechon again in close. Saldivar slow at his right hand counter. Likes to hook with the right hand. And when a southpaw uses the right hand like that, it's a pretty good punch. Right to the head by Saldivar and a left into the body that was a little low and brought a gentle reprimand from Harry Gibbs, indicating to Saldivar to keep them up. Famechon roughing Saldivar up a little in close, giving him a cup on the ear. Famechon's very strong tactics in close certainly belie his schoolboy look. A left to the head by Saldivar. Saldivar goes in with a left into the body once again. A right-hand jab now. Right-hand jab by Saldivar, and Famechon sticking with the left hand in place. A right-hand jab by Saldivar. Saldivar speeding up now. Left into the body by Saldivar. Starting to wall up to his task. Moving to Famechon. Famechon back with a left-hand lead. Saldivar Saldivar's right hand off the target, jolts up with the left hand. Right hand jab, lifted to the body now by Saldivar. Saldivar, moving to Famechon again, but Famechon beats him with a punch. Beautiful left hand jab. Flush on the nose from the champion. Saldivar through left hand, too far away. Left hand jab now by Famechon. Saldivar back to that looping right hand again. Not actually a hook that time, more a looping right hand as he bolted over the top and hit Famechon on the head with it. Left hand by Saldivar. Famechon's defense is good, but he's head right inside the punch. Puts it well. There's a left hand jab by Famechon, beating Saldivar to the lead again. Sharp. Makes Saldivar miss with the right and makes him the left. Famechon, superbly fit. Gliding around the ring. But that time Saldivar catches up with him, left and right to the head. He goes Famechon, even to score, the left hook to the head. Well-placed punch by Fammo. Right to the head now by Famechon. Sharp, hard, good punch. Saldivar, let's holding the ticket. Famechon moving up to Saldivar. Saldivar lunging with the left with the right hand lead. That's Saldivar throwing leather at Famechon rather than tightly. Famechon's defense full tight. Right hand jab now, getting close to the end of the round. Right hand jab now by Saldivar. Famechon is stabbing the left hand himself. Center ring. It's Saldivar jumping up the right hand as the bell goes to the end of the second.
Well, that was Famechon's round. I give him that round 5 points to Saldivar's score. Famechon had little trouble getting under the heavy left that Saldivar was throwing, while some of Famechon's right hands were certainly finding the mark. I find that this early on in the fight, Famechon is more aggressive than I've seen him in his previous title fights. And I think he's going to get Saldivar's measure much quicker tonight than we have previously thought.
Points on the board after the first 2 rounds. Saldivar, though, looked much better in the second round than he did in the first. And he is warming up to his task. But Famechon superbly fit. Will have no fears about the pressure of the fight over the full 15-round journey. Whether that can be said of can be said for Saldivar, that remains to be seen. Saldivar back, spearing a right hand at Famechon. Famechon, the left hand lead. Left into the body by Saldivar. Famechon got half in. The right hand lead by Saldivar, but Famechon slips the punch. Famechon in again with the left hand. A good right hand that time by Saldivar. Saldivar stayed in close that time. Famechon got away. There's a good double by Saldivar, right to the body and a dropping left to the head. Left hand lead now by Famechon. Left to the head now by Saldivar. He's thrown right into the body and Famechon claimed him very quickly. Left hand. Famechon moving up again. Saldivar cups him with left and right to the head. A little bit of a swelling underneath the left eye for Saldivar. It's Famechon jabbing a hard with left hand. And Saldivar back after Famechon's lead, but he gets a reprimand from the referee for hitting with the inside of the glove. Harry given the cutting turn. It's 4 points. He must use the knuckle. Over Blackie Perez. Saldivar's manager to jump into the ring there as he leapt up in the blue corner. However, the referee is in full control of the situation. Famechon moves up again. Left hook by Famechon. Around, stands his ground, trying hard to get in and make a punching duel of it with Famechon, but Famechon away from the rope. Right on his feet, fast on his movement. The right hand jab now by Saldivar. Famechon puts the left hand and Saldivar tries to get to the body. Left hand lead by Famechon. Saldivar trying to pick up the range, the elusive champion. Now he catches him with a jolting left hand. Famechon away. Back with a left hand jab, fast. Famechon in again, left hand lead. A right hand jab now by Saldivar. Looks the left hand. Famechon using the right. Comes back. First left hook by Famechon. Jab by Saldivar. But Famechon's left hook was a beautiful one. The lead is by Saldivar. Lead by Famechon. Brushed aside by Saldivar. Saldivar. Right hand jab. Famechon giving him very little opportunity to catch up with him. Left hand lead by Famechon. Left-hand jab now by Famechon. And there's the bell for the end of the second round as they go to their corner. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast, which is coming to you with the best wishes of ANZ, Australia's most progressive bank. ANZ, Australia's most progressive bank. One of the sponsors of this telecast through the 7 and 9 network.
The thing that we must watch on this telecast for the viewers back in Australia is that Famechon is not allowing many of Saldivar's punches to land. Saldivar is a little rusty. His leads are short. They're not landing on Famechon. Famechon is either weaving back out of trouble or he's ducking underneath the left hands that Saldivar is leading. And this is giving Famechon, I think, the margin, the narrow margin in each of the last 2 rounds. There's 3 rounds have been fought so far. The first round was even. I've given the last 2 rounds to Famechon, each by 1 point. And it's Famechon's left hand and his ability to get under Saldivar's punches that's made the margin on each of those occasions.
Up now for round 4. Famechon, the featherweight champion of the world, answering the challenge of the former champion of the world, Vicente Saldivar. The Mexican moving to Famechon. Famechon skipping around. He's caught in the corner, and Saldivar catches him with a volley left hand. But Famechon's away, uses the right. And back into the ring. It's an 18-foot ring. And Famechon's using every inch of it. Saldivar catching with the right hand. Now catches him with a right-hand lead. Another right-hand lead by Saldivar. Not trying to hook with the right hand now. Jabbing up with it. The southpaw, the left hand goes towards the body. Famechon back with his left hand lead himself. The lead is by Saldivar. Left-hand lead now. Johnny Mancini in good voice here in the red corner as you realise instructions from Ambrose Farmer. He's got a bigger voice than Ambrose, and he's letting him go right across the ring. And Johnny answers the instructions. Jab with the left hand. Come on, let it go, says Johnny Mancini. That's better, says Denny. With a left-hand jab to the face by Famechon. Caught in the corner. And he goes beautifully right. Out of the corner he goes. Left-hand lead now by Famechon. The world champion. Hard right-hand jab by Saldivar. Saldivar gets in place. Famechon handles him confidently. The right hand lead by Saldivar, and Saldivar hits him with the left hand. Saldivar scoring better in this round. Landing punches. A little untidily, but still landing. Left to the head now by Saldivar. So Famechon is doing a little fancy, staying in close and double jabbing. Left to the body now by Saldivar. Clutch of head there too. Right to the head by Famechon. Left right hand lead by Saldivar. Leading up right hand again. Left to the head by Famechon. Left to the head now by Saldivar. Left hand lead. The right hand jab now by Saldivar. Famechon going to the body. Saldivar almost catching up with Famechon. Round he goes again. Left hand jab now by Famechon. Jab again by Famechon. Quick, fast and sharp. The right hand lead by Saldivar. Famechon makes the punch move. Takes the right hand lead from Saldivar, but counters up with a good left hook. Saldivar standing in close. Saldivar coming up. Look at the same sort of style of Saldivar, trying to get up close, trying to stay on top of Famechon all the time. This is the way Saldivar has fought all through his career. In on top of his opponent. Don't give him time to blink. Keep throwing punches. Famechon answering that style of fighting by moving around the ring. Quarterback is blue corner now. Saldivar tries to cut it off. Can't do so. Famechon's back. Right to the head by Saldivar. Saldivar's doing well in this round. That is the same. Famechon's left hand jab. Saldivar let a big left hand go. Left to the head now by Famechon. Coming up close to the end of the round. Only a few seconds to go. The right hand lead by Saldivar. Famechon goes underneath. Doesn't throw a counter punch. Into a punch. Left hand jab by Famechon. Right hand jab once again by Saldivar. Saldivar comes in with the left of the body as the bell goes to the end. I give that round to Saldivar, the first round that I've given to him. I give it 5 points to 4. This is a live telecast by the Indian Ocean satellite from Rome. Famechon was caught with a good right hand early on in that round, and the way he was able later to box his way out of the corner shows the beautiful speed that he has. But Famechon, in my book, after 4 rounds, only has a 1-point lead. Coming up now for round 5. Johnny Famechon, Vicente Saldivar. Left hand jab by Famechon. Saldivar had his best round, the last, the fourth, and he was able to show more of his fighting style, getting right up on top of Famechon, staying there. Now he's let go of his left hand off. Famechon put some of the thing on his right hand glove with an nasty one. Back with a spearing left hand now from the champion. Jab goes the left hand again. Vicente Saldivar with a right hand jab. Goes right hand to the body now, Saldivar. Saldivar with the right hand lead. The left hand lead. Saldivar back with the right hand lead. The southpaw. quarters now, finding Bull. They were quiet for the first 3 rounds, but now Saldivar starting to show some of the World Championship form that he had back in 1967. A right-hand jab by Famechon. Saldivar moves it again, jabbing the right hand. Tries to catch up with Famechon with left hand. Famechon weaving. Comes back and beaten to the lead. Saldivar jabbing the right hand. Saldivar goes in again, left to the body. Right hand jab by Saldivar, but Famechon moving with the punch. His lead was short. He goes again now. Into the body goes Saldivar. Pretty rugged up there. They clashed quite heavily in that big game. Left hand jab by Famechon again, but he was a little bit unbalanced that time. He's on the right back with a left hand jab. Jab again now by Famechon. In place. Now chest to chest. Saldivar don't want to stay in place. Pulls his arms clear. The lead is by Famechon. Famechon jabbing the left hand again. He's very sparing the use of the right hand. Evasion by Famechon. Makes Saldivar miss. But the name of the game is to score punches, and that's what Famechon's doing with his left hand. As far as Famechon is concerned, the name of the game is hit and not be hit. Right hand jab now by Saldivar. Right into the body by Famechon. Stands him out of the clinch. Less than a minute of the round to go. Famechon moving on. Saldivar catching the left of the body. Tries to stay in there, but Famechon's on the move. Left hand lead by Famechon. Saldivar trying to block Famechon. Famechon underneath the lead. Leads himself to the body. Saldivar trying to catch Famechon in the corner. Hits him with the right to the body, and away goes Famechon. Along the rope. The crowd applauding the boxing style of Famechon. And he steps up and scores leather now. Left hand, left hand. Right hand jab by Saldivar. Saldivar scores the right hand jab as the bell goes to the end of round 5.
I give that round to Famechon 5-4. His left hand won the margin. This is a live telecast from Rome, the Sports Palace. Right, we're now coming up for the 6th round, and Famechon's tactics are to make Saldivar chasing, to make Saldivar use those legs, and hoping that those legs tire towards the end of this 15-round bout.
Round 6 it is. Vicente Saldivar challenging and chasing. Left hand lead now by Famechon, jabbing up the left hand again. Another left hand jab by Famechon. Saldivar, southpaw from Mexico. Famechon. Hitting with the right hand, one of the few right hands that Famechon's thrown. Comes back to the left hand lead, and Saldivar inclined to cut with his punches, then hitting at the inside of the glove. The right hand lead now by Saldivar. Moves him again. He hit Famechon that time. Beautiful left hand job. That stung Famechon. Stung him to come back with left hand punching. So it's very straight and very hard, that left hand job. Famechon with a very slight smile on his face to show that he was stung a little. Losing the left hand jab. Saldivar goes underneath that time. Left hand jab now by Famechon. Saldivar trying to beat Famechon with the lead, and Famechon pulls him with the right hand. Saldivar comes away from the rope. Famechon out there. Left hand jab by Famechon again. Saldivar picking up the right hand lead. Famechon in place. Famechon working Saldivar underneath. Playing the Mexican. A right hand lead now by Saldivar. Moving up to Famechon again. Right hand now by Saldivar, and a good left of it by Saldivar. Famechon back moves, and Saldivar lets him go, but Famechon makes them miss. Minute and a half of the round to go. Left of the body by Famechon. Famechon looking a little untidy in this round. Saldivar trying to catch him at the corner. Right hand jab. Right hand jab by Saldivar. Left into the body by Famechon. Saldivar coming up to him. The lead is by Famechon again. Saldivar comes at him with the left hand job. Famechon, his right glove up. Famechon, the back move is to Saldivar with the left hand jog go. The lead is by Famechon. In close, Saldivar tries to go left and right, but Famechon's away. Saldivar up now, belts the left hand into the body. Famechon makes that right hook move. Left hand lead now by Famechon. Not as tidy as he was earlier in the fight. He runs through a combination. Right hand jab and a good left hand from Saldivar. Another left hand from Saldivar. Famechon Famechon comes back with a left-hand jab, getting close to the end of the round. And I'm certain there'll be some pretty strong words of advice given to Famechon at the end of this round. Left-hand jab now by Famechon. Saldivar working to the body. Left-hand jab by Famechon. He puts Saldivar right on the end of that left-hand lead. Lead by Famechon again. Saldivar moving up. Right-hand jab by Saldivar. Gets in close. Famechon slips away. Leading by Famechon. Saldivar in place. Just the best they are. As the bell swings into their corner. Well, we certainly hope that you're enjoying this telecast, which is coming to you live from Rome with the compliments of ACI, manufacturers of glass packaging, and ACI Fiberglass Home Insulation, in association with other sponsors, including the ANZ Bank, Australia's most progressive bank.
Saldivar is still short of the target on many occasions, and the Saldivar supporters are remarkably quiet at this stage. Saldivar was a little frustrated in that round. He couldn't catch up with Famechon. He's finding it a very elusive target. There's Saldivar in the corner now, and he'll be getting some advice. But nevertheless, for all those words of criticism of Saldivar, the effective punches of that round were scored by the Mexican. So I gave Saldivar that round, and so Famechon is leading 3 rounds to 2, 1 round even, and Famechon has a 1-point lead going into the 7th round. So it's still a nip and tuck affair in this world title fight at the Rome Sports Palace. Now, Ron Casey, Melbourne.
It's Ron. Up to round 7. Good right hand that time by Famechon. Feinted with the left hand and brought the right hand very fast. Left into the body by Famechon. Saldivar to the ring. Right hand jab now by Saldivar. Left hand lead by Famechon. Saldivar trying to get up there on top of Famechon, trying to get in place, trying to force the pace on Famechon, to try and take some of the evasiveness out of Famechon, to take some of the cleverness away from him, so that he can make more of a slugging duel of it. And of course, Famechon doesn't want any part of that. Left-hand jab by Famechon. Another jab by Famechon, that left hand working over time. Saldivar, easy eagerness to swap punches with the champion, went off balance. Recovers quickly. Lead by Famechon again. The right-hand jab now by Saldivar. Leads that right hand punch once again. Left-hand jab now by Famechon. Boxing beautifully, goes in with a double left hand. Double jab. Jab with that left hand. Beautifully placed. This time it's Saldivar who blocks the lead and comes back with a body counter. Saldivar reaching with his left hand now, but Famechon going away from the punch. Right hand now by Saldivar. Famechon back with a left hand jab. Famechon runs into that right hook once again from Saldivar. His jab now by Famechon. Round he goes again. Saldivar coming after him. Famechon standing his ground now, takes the lead up to Saldivar, jabs the left hand. Calling from the red corner now for Famechon a double jab. He moves in and jabs the left hand. I wanted more from the red corner. Calling out to Famechon to jab that left hand. Up he goes again and scores with left hand. Nonchalantly rolls back out of the race. Good hard left hand by Saldivar that time. Right into the body that time by Saldivar. Right-hand jab now by Saldivar, moving up to Famechon. A minute to go in the round. Left-hand lead by Famechon again, jabbing up that left hand, and again. Saldivar comes up, he's off the target with the right hand. Drops him with the left, and Famechon gives a little sharp uppercut in close, just to return the compliment. Body punching by Saldivar, well behind the scoring line in the kidney region that time, but Harry Gibbs, referee, had nothing to say to the challenger. Left to the head now by Saldivar. Left into the body now by Famechon. Saldivar catches Famechon. Famechon moving around the ring, back with a left-hand jab. Up comes Saldivar again. Good left hand by Saldivar. Thumps Famechon with it. Beautiful left-hand jab now by Famechon. The right-hand lead by Saldivar. He's off the target. Left to the head now by Saldivar. He's got Famechon back on the rope. Mancini almost swallowed the sponge in the red corner. Saldivar hitting with that right hand. But Famechon's back with a left-hand lead. Right to the side of the head by Saldivar as he roughs Famechon up that time. And the bell sings them into their corners. ANZ travel arrangements are the best in the world. If you want to travel, you should contact ANZ. It's the live telecast from Rome, and I gave that round to Famechon 5 points to 4. Some brilliant boxing by Famechon in that round. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Famechon really go on from this point. He's starting to get the measure. He's starting to get the measure.
Famechon is starting to get the measure of Saldivar, and while Saldivar is becoming more frustrated as he goes along, he can't land the telling blows that he wants to on Famechon. Famechon is getting underneath Saldivar's lead, and when Saldivar does start to press him into the corner, well then he simply ducks and weaves his way out.
You saw Blackie Perez with Saldivar in the blue corner. Up they come now for round 8. And Saldivar immediately into action with a right and then a jolting left hand. Punch straight. Left hand lead now by Famechon. Put Saldivar right off balance, and Saldivar swinging right hand had no chance of landing. Jab goes the left once again from Famechon. Right on the whiskey. Saldivar moving up. Famechon backs away. Right hand lead now by Saldivar. Jabs the right hand again at Famechon. Left hand lead by Famechon. Right into the body now by Saldivar. Famechon in place. Right to the side of the head by Famechon. Left hand lead into the body now by Famechon. Saldivar coming up. There's a good combination by Saldivar, and he goes on with the job. Right to the head and then left to the head by Saldivar. Right again. Famechon answers the challenge. Left hand jab. And plenty of shoulder behind him. There's nothing pushy about those left hand leads of Famechon. There's lots of shoulder behind them. Right hand by Famechon. Saldivar. Famechon beating him with a punch. Left hand jab. Jab by Famechon again. Saldivar moving in with a right hand lead. Famechon back with a jab. Left hand by Famechon, not a tidy one. Saldivar still walking up. Trying to catch Famechon. Right hand jab by Saldivar. Left hand lead by Famechon. And a double lead by Famechon brings a hard right hand counter. Left hand counter to the body by Saldivar, the southpaw. From south of the border. Moving in. Right hand jab by Saldivar again. Famechon back with a left hand lead. Saldivar keen to get up close. Trying to get on top of his opponent. Hustling. To make him drop punches at him. Around goes Famechon. Saldivar after him. A right to the head now by Saldivar. Left to the head. Right to the head now by Saldivar. And the referee telling Saldivar to keep the punches up. Telling him to keep the punches up. A few things being thrown, too, into the ring. Apparently some of the supporters of Saldivar not too pleased about that instruction. And missile hurled across the ring, and that's between the 2-1 cases. There is really only one. A left-hand jab now by Famechon. It's a wild place for championship fighters. More debris comes into the ring. Side area. Left to the head now by Saldivar. Famechon back. Left-hand jab. Back goes that left hand from Saldivar. 30 seconds to go. Both missed. Left-hand jab now by Famechon. Famechon works the left hand of Saldivar. Right-hand jab now by Saldivar. Jabs the right hand again. Famechon keen to get the right hand going. Finishes up reaching for the body with it. Saldivar staying in place. Staying up there to Famechon. Up he comes again, but the bell goes for the end of the round.
Well, I gave that round to Famechon, 5 points to 4, and Famechon has now gone to a 3-point lead.
Saldivar doing very well, though. He's certainly carrying the fight for Famechon. And leading up with the right hand to the body, Famechon. Moving back. Comes in place. He's caught with a short, jolting left hand from Saldivar. Famechon. Liquid. Left hand jab now by Famechon. Left into the body now by Famechon. Left hand lead now by Famechon. A right hand jab by Saldivar. Left into the body by Saldivar. Good punch. Right hand lead now by Saldivar. Saldivar's going great guns in this round, the 9th. Right to the head now by Famechon. Saldivar coming up to him. And the champion answers the challenge with a beautiful short right. Right on the chin. Left hand lead now by Famechon. Jab the left hand. Famechon ducks away now from the right hand lead. Combination punches now. Right hand jab. Left to the head now by Saldivar. Left to the head now by Famechon. Left sleeve now by Famechon in close. Left to the head by Saldivar in close. Famechon playing. Famechon moves up. Right hand lead now by Saldivar. Ooh, a hard left hand that time by Saldivar. Left hand jab. There's beautiful combination jabbing by Saldivar, by Famechon. Jab the left hand. Not a beautiful double jab with it. Took right in close. Bang, bang with that left hand lead. Famechon having a good look at Saldivar, though. Saldivar's been on the mark a little too much for comfort of the champion in this round. Jabs and hitting with that left to the head once again. That jolting left hand has hurt Famechon 3 times now in this round. Left to the body by Saldivar. Famechon claims him. Holds on. Comes Famechon again. Left hand lead. Saldivar is right, then a left to the head by Saldivar, and Famechon back with a left hand jab. I think Saldivar now is prepared to take some of those left hand leads from Famechon in an effort to get in and score harder punches himself. He's taken some of those jabs from Famechon and gone in place immediately afterwards. Left to the head now by Saldivar. Famechon away from the ropes. The left hand jab. Bang goes right hand once again from Famechon. Beautifully placed. A great point scorer. The art of the game. Hit and not be hit if you can. It's hard, though, when you're fighting a fellow like Saldivar. He makes Saldivar miss now. Left to the head by Saldivar. Moving up towards Famechon. Famechon pumping a left hand lead. Famechon back. Forces Saldivar back towards the ropes. Left hand lead now by Famechon. Saldivar. Moving up. A right hand jab now. A right to the head. Right to the head now by himself. Saldivar moving up once again. Left to the head. Left to the head now by Saldivar. This is the 9th round. Saldivar going for the body, and Famechon keeping the bay with a left hand lead. Left to the head by Famechon. Saldivar turns him away. As the bell goes for the end of round 9.
It's a very close fight still at this stage, with Famechon certainly running into a bit of trouble. And I think Ron Casey Morgan would agree with me on that Famechon is starting to run into trouble with his left hand from Saldivar.
Well, Saldivar, I think, is backing himself not to be hurt seriously by the left hand jab of Famechon. He's walking through it in an effort to get in there and jolt with his own left hand. But don't get the idea that Famechon's left-hand punch is not a hard one, and he's certainly paying the penalty because his face is a little puffy from the left-hand accuracy of Johnny Famechon. Bang goes the left hand once again, but I do think, probably with a sense of frustration, that Saldivar has decided to cut the left-hand lead if he can and just walk through it and try and score punches himself in counter. There's a bit of a disturbance outside, and though there's not enough fights in the ring, they've got to start one outside. But still, that's the way it goes anywhere in the world where there's a big fight night on. Right hand now by Saldivar, and Famechon ran a little bit of trouble there. He's back with a snappy left hand. It's a beautiful left hand jab by Famechon. Jab goes the right hand from Saldivar. He lets the left hand go also, standing in close to the champion. Famechon leads the left hand, brushed aside by Saldivar. Saldivar back with the lead. Saldivar letting them go. Famechon moving enough to make the punches miss. The lead is by Saldivar, by Famechon. Left hand lead now by Famechon. Saldivar walks up to him. Around goes Famechon. Left hand lead now by Famechon. Jabbing that left hand at Saldivar. Into the body goes Famechon now. Saldivar trying to catch up with Famechon that left hand, but Famechon was clean and gone. Beautiful left hook by Famechon. Stood right in on his opponent that time and right up on his toes. The hook was beautiful. A right hand jab by Saldivar. The lead now by Famechon, going to the body. Left hand jab now by Saldivar. A right hand jab by Saldivar. Famechon stands his ground and Saldivar hits him with a right hand jab and then a left to the head. Famechon back with his lead. Lead by Famechon again. Saldivar coming up to Famechon. Goes to the body. Famechon makes Saldivar miss. Left hook now by Famechon. Saldivar saw that one was coming and he did his best to get out of it. He looked pretty untidy in doing so. The right hand jab now by Famechon. Right to the head by Saldivar. So he gives the referee calls for the breakaway. The jab is by Famechon, jolt by Saldivar. Famechon pushes the right hand towards the body. Jab by Famechon again, bouncing that left hand lead off the forehead of the Mexican challenger. Saldivar being made to miss once again. Famechon in place, jab the left hand. In goes Famechon. Let's hook by Famechon. Taking the points well in this 10th round. Saldivar catching up with Famechon, but Famechon riding the punch. Left hand jab by Famechon after Saldivar has scored with a right hand lead. Puffiness under Saldivar's eyes. Left hand jab now by Famechon again as the bell sends them to their corners. ANZ, Australia's most progressive bank, is one of the sponsors of this telecast.
That was round 10, and I gave it to Famechon 5 points to 3, and Famechon is now leading by a clear 3 points. This is a live telecast from Rome of the world title fight. Famechon is smiling in his corner as Ambrose Palmer gives him instructions, waiting to come out for the 11th round. He's certainly making Saldivar the challenger tonight, the former undefeated world champion Saldivar, a frustrated fighter. Saldivar cannot catch up with Famechon's speed, and as Famechon dances away, moves around the ring, somewhat like a ballet dancer. Very Saldivar,
and they're under the feet of Harry Gibson. That's only a very enthusiastic cameraman under the feet of Harry Gibson.
One shot. There's Saldivar. There's Saldivar coming out now for the 11th round.
Up now for round 11, Johnny Famechon, featherweight champion of the world, and Vicente Saldivar. You're seeing the action direct from the Palace of Sports in Rome to the 7 and 9 networks in Australia via the Indian Ocean satellite. And we hope that early Sunday morning up there in Australia that you're enjoying the drama from the Sports Palace here in Rome. A right-hand jab by Saldivar. Right-hand jab again. Australia's Johnny Famechon defending his world title. He's giving a brilliant exhibition of boxing. Left-hand jab and a hard right to the head by Famechon as he opens up on the challenger. Left to the head by Famechon. Saldivar in close. In goes Famechon, a terrific left hook by the champion. A right uppercut in close by Famechon. Saldivar was quite happy to stay in close that time. Left-hand lead now by Famechon. As Famechon carries the fight up to the challenger now. Left hand to the head by Famechon. A right uppercut by Famechon. And left hook to the head by Famechon. Famechon the champion. Left to the body by Famechon. Saldivar tangles his punches there. He scores now with a nice right-hand jab to the head. He gets loose now. Left and right to the head. Good punches by the Mexican. Left to the head by Famechon. Staying in close. Saldivar comes back, and Famechon beats him with a punch with a snappy left hand. The right hand lead. Left hand lead now by Famechon. Right hand jab now by Saldivar, forcing Famechon back to the ropes. Famechon back with a long left lead to the body. Famechon more than holding his own in the rough stuff towards center ring. Referee Harry Gibbs has a word to say to the champion. But Famechon indicates to the challenger that if it's going to get rough, well, he can look after himself. Don't let the schoolboy look through you. Jolting left hand. Right hand jab. Left to the head now by Saldivar. Famechon back with a hook, but Saldivar was inside the punch. Johnny Mancini's got a new line down here in the red corner tonight. Be the governor, Johnny. He's scoring afterwards. Left to the head and the right by Saldivar. In close now. Famechon. Try to uppercut Saldivar. Beautiful left hook by Famechon. That hurt Saldivar. Right to the head now by Famechon. Saldivar cupping away. Saldivar not so anxious to come forward in this round. Left to the head and a right to the head by Famechon. Saldivar tangles with him. But there's a slip and there's no knockdown. Blackie Perez, the Mexican manager, claiming it was a knockdown, but referee Harry Gibbs makes no knockdown, no count. It was a slip. Left-hand jab now by Famechon. As the bell goes for the end of round 11. And as you can see, Saldivar knows that with the 12th round coming up, and he's trailing on my scorecard by 4 points, that he's got to really start pulling out a few plugs. Couldn't agree more, Ron. Famechon showed that he can mix it up too when he wants to in that round. Those first 2 or 3 punches in the round were really vicious punches. He stands in close to Saldivar and he with a beautiful left hand. It wasn't a jab, it was a beautiful left hand punch. A lot of shoulder behind it. Saldivar fighting back now in the 12th round. The challenger from Mexico. Moving in, but Famechon's left hand lead is first. Saldivar doesn't care about that. He gets in close and goes for the body. Famechon claims him. The right hand lead by Saldivar now. Famechon using the ring. Up comes Saldivar at him once again. Moving to Famechon. Pinching. Harry Gibbs, the referee, doesn't touch the fighter. Simply calls for the break. Right hand jab. Beautiful punch there by Saldivar. Saldivar hurt Famechon that time. That left hand jog. heavily trained Saldivar and gave himself a moment's respite. Left to the head by Famechon. Saldivar throwing underneath the left eye, jabbing up with that right hand. Famechon being very careful now. Comes back with a left hand lead. Jab now by Famechon. Right to the head by Saldivar. The right hand jab now by Saldivar. Famechon jabbing the left hand. Pump goes the left hand now from Famechon. Lead into the body now by Famechon. Saldivar reaching with his left right hand lead. Famechon comes with the left hand lead of the body. Saldivar comes in and Famechon hits him with a left hook. Famechon pushes Saldivar back towards the ropes. A minute of the round to go. Right hand lead by Saldivar, moving up to Famechon. Famechon beats him with the left hand jab. Left thrown by Saldivar, but taken on the glove by Famechon. His right glove in perfect position. Saldivar carrying the fight up to Famechon again. Up comes Saldivar to Famechon. Goes left and right, but Famechon makes him miss. He keeps on going, though, the challenger. Catches up with Famechon with one left hand, but Famechon's away from the corner. Saldivar keeps up as the champion. He's going to make the champion earn every point. Lets him go. Famechon is trying to evade. A right to the head now by Famechon. Coming up towards the end of the round. Saldivar up again. Hitting with the left hand job and hurt Famechon. Famechon claims him. Saldivar's made an all-out effort in this 12th round, and he's done well. He's hurt Famechon. Hitting him again with a left-hand job. Famechon's on the back move now, as Saldivar comes once more. A getting comeback in the 12th round by the former champion of the world, Vicente Saldivar. The bell for the end of the 10th.
Well, that was certainly one of the better punches of the fight in the 12th round, and Saldivar caught Famechon, and it was the left hand that Famechon's been circling away from all night that finally caught up with him in that round. But the points are still Famechon's way. I have him leading by a clear 3 points on the 5-point system. That round went to Saldivar, 5 points to 4. Back to Ron Casey Knoll.
It's Vicente Saldivar running from the corner to start the 12th round, the 13th round. These are the championship rounds now. 13, 14, and 15 to go. And Saldivar throws himself desperately at Famechon. And Famechon puts him back on the ropes. Saldivar with a gap on the card to close. 3 rounds to do it. A right to the head, and he's going to fight with everything he knows, the former champion of the world, to close that gap and finish over the top of the champion, Johnny Famechon, and take back the featherweight championship. But Famechon's got other ideas. Left hand jab now by Famechon. Saldivar cuts loose with the body, and Famechon uppercuts him with the right hand. Left hand lead now by Famechon. Hurt twice in the 12th. Saldivar, knowing he can hurt Famechon, keeps the pressure up in this round. Left hand by Famechon. Jab goes the left once again. Tucked away from the right hand lead of Saldivar. Saldivar in place with the left hand. A left hand jab, double jab by Famechon. Jab again by Famechon. Saldivar comes up again, spears the right hand. That's the champion. Famechon left hand again. And Saldivar shows him no mercy. Hooks him with the right hand. Famechon back, double left hand jab. The lead by Famechon. Jumps again, in close now to Saldivar. A little rough in close too. Up comes Famechon. Left hand jab now by Famechon. Jabs that left hand once more. Leaves the left hand again. It's Saldivar. Going with the right hand to the body now. Famechon holding on to Saldivar. And the referee once again has a reprimand for Famechon, who rubs his opponent up in the clinch.
As he comes from there,
Left hand leader to the body now by Famechon. Right hand jab and a hard left hand job by Saldivar, placing those punches beautifully in that round. Left hand lead now by Famechon. Left hook now by Famechon. Beats Saldivar to the punch. Saldivar leads the right hand. Jolts with the left hand. Famechon back with a double left. Less than a minute of the round to go. Saldivar putting everything to the left hand that time, and Famechon making the punch go over the top of his head. Right hand jab by Saldivar, left to the head by Saldivar. Lead by Famechon, lead by Saldivar. Famechon probably did the better, but Saldivar backs up with a right hand jab. Famechon through again, and Saldivar sticks with him. He was off balance, and Saldivar helped him on his way with a throw, and he's made a knockdown of it. Famechon cannot understand it. He made a knockdown of it. Compulsory count of 8. Oh, and this thing's thrown into the ring once again. Left and right to the head now by Famechon. Finchie making a knockdown of that. However, they're at it again. Left and right to the head by Saldivar. Up he comes to Famechon. Left-hand jab by Famechon. As the bell goes. And they touch gloves. The bell for the end of the 13th.
Famechon leading now by a slender 2 points as we go into the 14th round.
14 and 15 to go, and Saldivar's finishing just as strongly as Famechon. Coming right up to Famechon there, carrying the fight forward with a right-hand jab, and then a left to the head. Many of us thought that if there was anybody not going to finish strongly, it would be Saldivar. But the championship round 13, 14, and 15 would find him out. But he's carrying the fight right up to Famechon. Coming up to Famechon now and fighting as strongly as any time during the contest. Lifted to the body now by Saldivar. Famechon's away. The left-hand jab. Jabs again the left hand. Saldivar moves with him. Left-hand jab now by Famechon. Saldivar's after him. Got him back in the blue corner. He's away. Runs into a right-hand jab and a left to the head now by Saldivar. And Famechon slips the game.
And a slip.
Box on, says referee Harry Gibbs. Right-hand lead by Saldivar is short. Famechon back. Hits him hard with two left hands. The lead is by Famechon again, and Saldivar claims. Left to the head now by Saldivar. Stuffing him over the right hand and left hand by Saldivar. Famechon hits him with a left hook, and Saldivar goes onto the right. Famechon coming up, missing with the left hand. Famechon looking a little untidy now in the 14th round. Flinch again, and Famechon uppercuts him with the right hand. Long right hand lead now by Saldivar. Up he comes to Famechon again, and Famechon slips in the same corner. Box on. A right hand by Saldivar. Into the body goes Saldivar. Famechon hooks in the left hand and then ducks away. Right hand jab by Saldivar. Famechon in close. Famechon in trouble in his 14th round. Fully defensive now. Saldivar looking cocky as he moves towards Famechon. Hits him left to the body. Left to the head. Famechon off the rope. Goes for left hook. Saldivar pulls Famechon into a clinch.
Just a minute to go.
Famechon coming up to Saldivar. Hits Saldivar with the right hand. Saldivar back with the right hand. Famechon hooks him with the left hook. Very tough in close. Right hand jab now by Saldivar. Jabs the right hand at Famechon. Famechon back with the left hand jab. And a jab again now by Famechon. Saldivar spearing a right hand at the champion. Famechon moves in. Saldivar jolts into the left hand again. His right hand's off target, getting close to the end of the round. Famechon hits Saldivar with a beautiful right hand that time. Working into the corner and hits him with the right hand. Right into the body by Saldivar, and Famechon hits him with the right hand in counter. Up comes Famechon again. Saldivar hits him with the left hand again. Left hand lead by Famechon as the bell goes to the end of round 14.
Straight right from Saldivar to court. Famechon comes in with the left, and as Famechon's going away, you can see Saldivar stalking after him, coming around to that looping left hand. But Famechon is having trouble. His rosin being put on the canvas now for him to try and see the slip. He was nowhere near his opponent.
They come out to touch blood the start of the last round. The 15th round of the featherweight championship of the world. Johnny Famechon of Australia. Vicente Saldivar from Mexico, the challenger. Left hand by Famechon. Saldivar coming up to him again. The hard, bustling tactics of Saldivar in the last 3 rounds have really paid off for the challenger and brought him right back into the fight. Here he goes again now at Famechon. Hits him with the left hand. Famechon stays in close, and Saldivar claims. Left to the head now. Right to the head by Famechon. Saldivar. Left hand jab now by Famechon. Saldivar moving towards him. Right to the head by Famechon. Left hand lead now by Famechon. Saldivar back with the left hand. Saldivar claiming Famechon. No good claiming in the 15th round. He's got to get in there and score points. Famechon works at him again, but Saldivar beats him with a punch with left and right to the head. Famechon goes to the body. Right hand lead now by Saldivar. Famechon uppercuts Saldivar in close. Famechon leads the left hand. Left hand lead by Famechon again. The right and left to the head now by Saldivar. Famechon back. Left hand jab by Famechon. Right on the mark. Another left hand by Famechon. A beautiful punch.
Minute and a half to go.
Coming in and Saldivar drops the left hand of Famechon. Jabs the left hand. Left and left again by Famechon. Hard left to the head now by Saldivar. Right hand jab. By Saldivar becomes to Famechon again. Goes left to the body. Famechon uppercuts in close. Saldivar tries to work. Remember, there's a referee and two judges in this contest, so the result will come not immediately.
1 minute to go.
A minute to go on the featherweight championship of the world. Johnny Famechon still working that left hand. That's Saldivar. Thumping away now. They're both very tired, I think. Saldivar is claiming they're hanging on to Famechon, and Famechon upcuts him with the right hand. Saldivar moves towards him once more. Spears the right hand, but Famechon slips the punch. He's back to the left hand lead. Off the ropes now. Famechon moves away from the left hand. Now comes in with the left hand, and then a good right hand by Famechon. Left and right combination. Jab by Famechon again. Only 30 seconds to go. Hard left hand by Famechon. A good punch. Saldivar gamely walks up once again, trying to wrest the crown back from Famechon. Famechon's left hand stands between him, and there's a good left hand from Saldivar. Another left hand by Saldivar. Hard jolting punch. Right to the head now by Saldivar. Seconds to go. Left hook now by Famechon. Saldivar moving up with the right hand jab again, and Famechon away from that left hand. Saldivar after Famechon again, but Famechon jabs the left hand. In close now. Hard to as they rest. Oh, there's the bell for the end of the round. Stand by now.
Well, I'd give that final round to Famechon, and I'd give him a clear lead of 2 points at the end of 15 rounds. And so I believe Famechon will retain his world title. We're waiting for the judges and the referee to total their scorecards. I don't think so.
Waiting for the decision. Waiting for the decision. I think Saldivar's got to get the decision.
Johnny, Mexico back in Australia must be terribly disappointed. I honestly thought you won it.
Yes, well, we've got to expect this in the game. You know, he's a good little boy, very strong. That's why I was very disappointed. Oh, you are.
No, Johnny, did he have you in any big trouble in the stage? Emotional scenes in the ring here. Emotional scenes.
Johnny had him for himself. I was going to say, yeah. All of them there was tight because he put up a good show.
Mucha presión.